Hi, I'm Landon McCool with the Locked On Cowboys podcast, and this is your Locked On Overtime Questions. This is where we take questions from our show that we didn't get to answer in the show and answer them here in our Locked On Now. This week's question comes from Mark Gaida. I said your name right. This defense seems to thrive when they get turnovers and struggle when they don't. How do they keep that up versus the Packers? Great question, Mark. I think that the key is to kind of just continue to rip at the football. I think you've seen Jordan Lewis 2 weeks in a row get a solid tackle, continue to scrape and rake at that football. Fumbles have been a really big part of this. And if you can find a way to get one, or if the offense is able to get pressure on the Packers offense by scoring points, you're going to force them to play a little bit more desperate. And as teams play more desperate, you get more opportunities for these kind of turnovers, and that's when they'll start coming in droves. For more on this, make sure you check us out on the Locked On Cowboys podcast. And for more on your team, make sure you check out the podcast on the Locked On Podcast Network.